All right, yeah, let's see. Korea. Blue shirt.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, we've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7. So, Frank, the tour has left Pebble Beach, where we were last week, with its subtle grace and time-honored traditions. And now we've got a whole different set of traditions here in Scottsdale, as you well know. Our featured golfer played well last week up in Monterey, but now this is going to be unlike anything they have ever seen, don't you think?
Hey, this is a totally different animal, and I choose that word wisely because Pebble, you have those rolling and the undulations, the weather to contend with. You could argue that TPC Scottsdale's a little flatter. It's a little easy to get at. It's a scoring paradise. And just the electricity that the fans provide. But this is just a tournament. It's a don't miss.
My hair bad bounce.
I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at even par. The weather down here in Arizona, picture perfect here in the month of February, but come August, we know that'll be a much different story. Still, Frank, apart from keeping your focus and embracing, we'll call it the festive nature of this event, what is the key to really being successful here at TPC Scottsdale?
The truth, Rich, really is trying to adjust because everybody talks of the elevation here, which is about 1,500 feet above sea level. So on a normal day around 75 degrees, that's about 5% you'd adjust. But in these cold, crisp mornings and also later in the day, that drops to about 3%. So the players that have played well here are very aware of how much that affects their iron play. Their irons go a little shorter at the start of the day. They go a little further in the middle of the day, and then they drop down again in the afternoon. So constantly adjusting.
And this ball not going to quite hold on to the green, but that a very good spot to leave it inside of 10 feet. Distance, just use the putter to make sure you get the line, and this one goes down for a birdie. We close out the front nine with the 454-yard par 4 ninth. Avoid the right-hand bunker off the tee, and you should have a good look into this green, which is separated by a large hump running right through the middle of it. That will do just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notovigay III.
150 yards to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Yes. Very impressive right down. That goes down for a birdie. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right, and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. That is going to come to rest squarely in the center of the fairway. That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
Last hole. Yeah.
Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way.
Hey, not too bad. Oh, look at my purple shirt. Nice. Looks good.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par.
Looks fabulous.
So let's get out and pick up the action as we head to the tee at the par 5 15.
Go to the stadium this round.
Yeah, good swing and a good result as that is safely into the fairway.
Two.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5.
Oof.
So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. A dead-on look here for birdie. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line. Here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Good shot.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Oh, that's a really good shot. Not easy to bat any eyes on you, but that is inside of 10 feet. Well done. Tip the cap and enjoy the walk. This one moving left here for birdie. Here at 16, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down.
see. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, he's taking a big run at this. Drivable par 4, not the most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it off. What a shot. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Rivera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
Nicely done. 30 finished off here at 17. And he moves it to 2 under par.
All day you could have done this.
We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18th. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
127 yards, that's what he's looking at down the flagstick, and the pin on the left portion of the green.
And that's a good approach shot too, just a little left of the hole, but a good chance to birdie.
This is a 13-footer.
You fuck.
Nearly had it, just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last, and that will be matching 70s to start the tournament. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, and all of a sudden you're off and running.
Oh my God, excuse me.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third-round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top here at 10 under par. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. And just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
Now it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
14 feet to the hole. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that puts him at 2 under for his round, 4 under for the tournament. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface.
I hope not too much. Oh no, maybe not, because I went down the club.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain at 4 under. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. From 163 yards out, this a tough second. This one has a chance to be close.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high, that was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
This will move to his right for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he'll move now to 5 under par. Well, the key here at the par 4 9th as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot Keep in mind, there is a ridge that sort of bisects the middle of this green. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we've got 127 yards left to the hole today. And that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
19 feet away.
Fucking shaky left.
Nope.
Oh.
Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Beginning the back nine with a 428-yard par 4 10th. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Second shot, good look at the green.
Oh, man, just missed that.
What a way to start the back nine. That is a tremendous iron shot.
5 feet now for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And that'll move him to 7 under par. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe leader takes a stumble. You can't control that, but at least get out there tomorrow, shoot as low as you can.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down, as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. Our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith Mitchell. He's got it to 14 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer here, well back on the scoreboard and just looking to go out and make some birdies. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 13th hole. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. A great opportunity here for birdie. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole.
So right. Sit. Good.
Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Fucking short. No.
Well, that is a proper iron shot. Good full swing, too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. Will certainly help the cause. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Six.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
24.
Oh, that is so nicely judged from that far away. That required a lot of touch down the slope. Well done. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Yes, a very well played hole. That's in for birdie. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf. Pretty safe there. That won't get this crowd into a frenzy, but it is safely on deck. Let's bring in Notabagay III for a look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Everything going right now at a 4th consecutive birdie. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot. And maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And he's in the double figures now at 10 under par.
Hot.
What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway.
That looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is it. Another solid drive.
Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4. This one looks right on point.
Nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, a little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18.
6 birdies in a
And
row.
this will be a strong final round score of 67. So for our featured golfer, Frank, in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time, though? I think that's the key.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner.
All right, 7th place, not bad. Can't win them all. You qualify for the Genesis Invitational. Okay. Oh, that's the next one. That's this one, right? Okay. Let me just clean my, okay, my water drink. Genesis Invitational. Let's do this. Whoa.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From historic Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, we bring you opening round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's rolling early at 8 under par. We get out to the play at the par 3 6th.
Right in that fucking bunker.
Yeah, that's what you worry about here at number 6. That tee shot into the bunker, right smack dab in the center of the green. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
Tough to get out this whole location from the center bunker. You can play straight at it with some delicate touch or go out to the left and let it drift over.
Oh boy, just about flew that one in the hole. Luckily got it to stop. Not a bad shot. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 1 under par. So, Frank, this is such a magnificent setting for a golf tournament. You know that. You've played here. You've broadcast here all these years. It has an aura and the obvious history. The clubhouse overlooking the 18th. The proximity to the first tee. Pictures of all the stars from Hollywood's golden era. They all played here. But let's talk about the nuts and bolts of it. What does it take to post a good score here at fabled Riviera?
Traditionally, it's known as a great driving course, Rich, and I think that still bodes well today. So many key tee shots, holes dogleg left, dogleg right. But all said and done, it has this mystique about it because it's actually been the kryptonite for Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods. Neither one of those two of the greatest players that have ever played this game, ever won around Riviera.
Oh.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Now, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain right where he is. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4/8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Yeah, that's a good shot. Decided to go for the right side fairway, and that's in good shape. King cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
Fucking short. Sit. You fuck.
Here we go.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. We finish up the front side at Riviera with a 458-yard par 4 ninth, one of the finest par 4s in the game. A long, straight drive. If he can manage it, we'll take the 2 fairway bunkers out of play.
This would be a good tee shot any other day of the week, really. The only problem is that hole, which is cut front right today. So tee shot on the right, hole cut front right, not exactly the best mix.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Get there, get there, get there, get there. There we go.
Well, Rich, I didn't expect this sort of fireworks here today, but already with some birdies on the card and another one here by the looks of things.
Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, no problem, and that was well played. Well, this hole, the 315-yard par 4 10th, has been talked about so much. If you ask the professionals what's the best short par 4 in the world, most will point to this. It's all about options and that little sliver of a green which causes players headaches. This one is not just about the length, obviously, but it is a really strategic play. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Really, you have to credit the tee shot because that was huge. Great position, but the touch, every bit as good. Beautiful shot.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back nine. Again, here's a hole where you know instantly you're at Riviera. 583-yard 11th. It's the second par 5 on the course, but you look at those eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway. That's Riviera. And then the grass barranca, which is a couple of hundred yards from the green. You have to factor that in on your second shot. Terrific hole. Okay, this is not the biggest of fairways at Riviera, but that's a good drive here at 11.
the green.
That's a good shot. It is a giant green here at 11, but that ball safely aboard in 2. Was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. He just didn't go down. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And he's going to move to within a shot of the lead now at 7 under par. This a good position to be in after day 1 for our featured golfer. Just a shot back and playing well.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. I think that's a good indicator that they're certainly going to be in contention come Sunday.
Second round. Change my bag too.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From fabled Rivera Country Club just west of Los Angeles, it's live second-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's at 9 under. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Not just a golfer, but a craftsman. Love the way he worked that shot. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's worked it to 9 under par. You can see here at the par 4 fifth, there's a lot going on. It is one of the most interesting holes at Riviera, that canyon wall and out of bounds on the right. Then you have the trees down the left. But what really makes this hole distinctive is that grass mound cutting into the fairway just short of the green. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So, Frank, downhill shot, what's the right way to play it?
Well, normally downhill, you're also reducing the amount of loft. So you've got 2 choices, either hit a little bit easier or actually take a little bit more loft.
Oh, I think too much.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
13 feet away. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and it'll stay at -9. Now to the sixth, affectionately known in some
What?
circles as the donut
tired right
hole.
now.
And
No.
it's easy to see why. One putt bunker dead in the center of the green. And that's the genius of the hole, as it takes away the safe spot and forces you to play target golf. Okay, that's on to this sixth green. Not particularly close, but it does appear that there is at least a straight line to the hole. A reminder, coming up next week, we start the Florida swing with a stop at the Wetlands for the Florida Classic. Then it is on to Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, leading up to that unofficial fifth major, the Players at TPC Sawgrass.
And a welcome back to Bermuda grass, Rich. It's a totally different animal.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Safely in for par here at the sixth. And he'll stay right where he is. Moving on to the seventh, 408-yard par 4 with a massive bunker running down the left side and a barranca down the right. Fairway narrows considerably at the 270-yard mark, so accuracy off the tee critical. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
He's got 109 yards to the front, 115 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge. Just a sand wedge, and it looks good.
Just move it a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he will definitely not say no to that. Well, great design. And Rivera, everyone agrees, is one of the best designs in the world. Great design makes you think. It gives you options. So, what do you do here at this 433-yard par 4 8th? You going to go left side or right side? Take your pick.
What a terrible bounce.
Nope, you gotta pick a line one way or the other, and this splits the two fairways and winds up in that long snaking bunker. Yeah, playing for this right side fairway, and that is right where you want to be. Just 5 feet left. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace. On to Rivera's 9th now at 458 yards. You get a look at the beautiful clubhouse in the distance, but don't let your mind wander from the task at hand. This is no easy hole. Bunkers line the fairway on both sides, and 3 more greet you up near this elevated green. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. 177 is the distance here as he preps his second to the par 4.
Too much. Sit, 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 sit.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
A look here at birdie.
Speed, not break, will be the issue here as it picks up momentum going down the slope.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by.
Shit.
That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which, I mean, it's going to be exciting to say the least. Can they go all the way this?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From one of the all-timers in the world of golf, Rivera Country Club in Southern California, it's third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's got it to 14 under par. We get out to the play at the par 3 6th. Okay, that's safely aboard, and it would appear that this is going to be a straightforward putt with no interference from that bunker, thank goodness. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And putt coming up a ridge, one you might have to hit a little firmer to take some of the breakout.
Oh, all right.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 13 under for the tournament. Here's another hole that is distinctly Riviera. 408 yards of par 4, but you have that giant bunker going all the way down the left side and then the barranca on the right. The fairway closes in, pinches at about the 270-yard mark, so with all that's going on and as narrow as it gets, you have to hit it straight off the tee here. All right, in the fairway. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 14 under for the tournament. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4-8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy. And that's going to hug the left side of the fairway, but it looks like it's going to wind up being okay. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
From the left side fairway, the hole really opens up. Great angle to access. Holes cut along the right side of this green, but beware, don't go long and right because the ball will run toward the ravine.
I know I'm going to wind up short on 7.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
How about the run here? That is 3rd consecutive birdie. And he moves to 15 under.
Tied.
We finish up the front side at Riviera with a 458-yard par 4 9th, one of the finest par 4s in the game. A long straight drive. If he can manage it, will take the 2 fairway bunkers out of play. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Now a second here from 167.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that, that lead is going to increase.
4 feet now for birdie. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. Up next, the 315-yard par 4 10th. This may be the most beloved hole at Riviera, short par 4 that offers so many options. Certainly drivable, but only a perfect drive will hold this green. And the miss right will usually result in a bogey or worse. Oh, this looks really good.
Like a mile away.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he moves to 17 under par. So, could lightning strike twice here for the rookie on top of the leaderboard after 54 holes? And Frank trying to win for the second time this season.
I would make them the favorite right now, Rich, too. I know they've just one win, as you've detailed, behind, but...
I pull a win out here.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the LA suburb of Pacific Palisades and Riviera Country Club, it's final round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 3 as he gets set to begin play. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13. So Frank, final round underway. The golfer we've been watching all weekend in the lead here on Sunday, looking for what would be a second PGA Tour victory as a rookie. Put me in the golfer's shoes, Frank, and you've won on all the major tours, including the PGA Tour, around the world, 15 victories. What did you learn after your first professional win that sort of helped you when you were going after that second, third, fourth, fifth victory?
In a nutshell, Rich, the word is belief. You always have doubt until you win the very, very first time. Once that doubt's erased, then you want to back it up because that's what better players do, right? They win more than once, and then when it's twice, they win more than twice. So it's belief, and trying to turn that into ironclad belief. So 1 win in your rookie season, that's great. 2, you're in a different class.
Ooh, hot butter.
The pace
Hot
perfect
butter
on
today.
that when it's in for birdie. And he's closing in on what would be a 5th victory of the year. Ahead now to the 14th, the par 3 at 192 yards. This green's on a slight incline, and given the ocean air, probably plays a little longer than you think. The narrow green is flanked by 2 bunkers left and another to the right. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Wow.
Yes, got the speed perfect there from off the green. The line was perfect too, and as a result, it's in for birdie. Next up, the par 4 15th at 487 yards. It's another one that favors someone who can move the ball left to right off the tee. If you've got enough to work it over that fairway bunker right, it should leave you with an open look to a fairly accessible green. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Left himself with 149 yards to the front, 152 to the hole. Coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
An outside look here for birdie. Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion. The 16th hole at Rivera, the final par 3 of the round. It's a tough one at 166 yards. Hit it anywhere on the putting surface, you'll likely be just fine. Miss, and you're almost certain to be in one of the 4 bunkers framing the entirety of the green. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Boy, he took that one way upstairs, got a lot of air under it, and that allowed it to land softly. That's a nice shot. You won't see a better tee shot than that. This for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And on the heels of a top 10 last week, this would be even sweeter if he could hold on to win here. We make our final turn back up toward the clubhouse as we come to the 590-yard par 5 17th. Getting on here in 2 is no sure thing, especially given all the bunkers that pop up along the way. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Oh, where the fuck am I then? I can't hit it.
Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. A great opportunity here for birdie. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. Such a unique closing hole, the 18th here at Riviera at 475 yards. You're asked to hit your tee shot onto a 30-foot rise that features hillside to the left and gully to the right. From there, it is a tough approach into the amphitheater green. That is going to wind up right down Broadway, a majestic-looking tee shot there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Tough not to get distracted with the majestic amphitheater setting here at the 18th at Riviera, but be mindful, you must land the ball left of the hole to get it close.
Good work there, able to hold the elevated green and now has a good look at birdie. Well played.
Oh, you fuck.
Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown.
Who's this one? Who's in it?
So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and this will be a strong final round score of 67. Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich, and I think that to answer you simply, it's huge, but to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they chip in on the last? So you work just as hard, if not harder, for the second one. And then when that happens, you feel validated and you feel finally over the hump.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next.
All right. That was the Rivera. This is the Florida class.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Wetlands, it's live opening round coverage of the Florida Classic. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. The leader is Tom Hoge. He's rolling early at 8 under par. We'll pick up the action here on the tee at the par 3 10th. So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now, you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played. What got there? There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you've got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
God,
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet.
oh, I missed that.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 2 under. Par 4 11th, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot's still going to leave you a lengthy second.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notovigay III.
He's got 154 yards to the hole. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
He has a 12-footer here.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you've just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Where the fuck was that going? Wow. That was a miss hit. God. Baby that.
5-footer now for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. Here we go at the par 4 13, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Now Nota his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 149, pin sitting on the right.
Ooh.
Another beautiful strike and a chance for back-to-back birdies.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. Heading now to the 204-yard par 3 14th. Bunkers short left and right. But the real trouble is the water running alongside the right side of the hole. Avoid that, and you should be in reasonably good shape. This one looks right on point. Nicely done, and that'll be a great birdie chance here at 14. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 4 under. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, it's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But hey, fortune favours the brave. At least that's what I was told.
This one starting up that left side. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So, for Frank Nobilo, EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Wetlands, we bring you live second-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard. at 8 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth.
Sit. Oh, I'll take it.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And after opening with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here. Now to the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. I guess you could say slow and steady is going to win this race, or so he hopes. Long ways to go.
I'd also add the word short, Rich. Slow, steady, and short. This is a long par 5 now.
I like the looks of this one. And how about that for a nice approach from way out? That one finds the green, but a birdie putt on tap. Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes. Oh, I like the look of that. That's nice.
Next week, the Florida Swing continues. Frankie, it's a home game for you. That's always nice as we head to Orlando and Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. Always a good week.
No, it certainly is. Get some home-cooked meals, that's for sure, and get to watch people play. I don't know, I just love the finish at Bay Hill. 16, 17, and 18. So many tournaments where things have gone awry of that very stretch.
Should have played the wind better.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
I lost it. 52.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he's going to stay 2 back. Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank. A par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the 3-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, that's acceptable there. Now this for birdie.
And players have an option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 3 under here. Just one shot off the lead. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So, tricky little par 3.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And he's worked it to 9 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from the Wetlands, we bring you live third-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's currently at 13 under. So out to the action we go as we join the play on the tee at the par 5 7th hole. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle.
2.
Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Length will be an issue here, no question, as will the speed down that slope. But this is for an eagle. Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Not much left here for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament. 8th hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book, because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrower as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, it's a good-looking putt overall, pretty straight. Slightly down the hill, need to be wary of that, but it's an inviting one.
Just a beautiful touch from way across the other side of town. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Frank, looking at this par 5 9th hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then contemplate the layup. In between the first 2 bunkers is a nice section of fairway, and that's not going to leave you much in for that 3rd shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way, wedge and a putt.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. We begin the inward 9 at the Wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet.
Wet. Super wet. Let's see this. Oh, shit. That was horrendous. I'll take it.
You know, in this game, you don't just hit the shot. You have to see the shot. And that's a really good example right there. Excellent. This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Par 4 11th, Frank, we're looking at 443 yards.
Yeah, the Wetlands golf course is a really good driving course. This is another example here, Rich, where the fairway's just wide enough to reward a good tee shot, and then those 2 bunkers don't really come into play. But Wetlands becomes very difficult when you just start to stray a little bit off the fairway. Then you start to see why those bunkers are put there.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 153 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Sure, you have to spin off a lot.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
That was a horrible putt.
Always so frustrating when you hit a putt that comes up that short. That's going to scoot a foot.
My first triple
by.
bogey. Not triple bogey, but it's the first 3 putt I had this year.
Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And he'll fall to 10 under par.
Fuck.
So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, we're in the Sunshine State for live final round coverage of the Florida Classic.
Right.
What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner as you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. A former major
Nice
champion,
shot.
Keegan Bradley, is the leader. He's currently at 16 under par. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Looking at 153 to the hole, swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Sizable putt from 16 feet. You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And the lead is down to 1 with 5 holes to go. 14th hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. That's a quality shot right there. Just left of the hole and a birdie opportunity coming up.
Oh, you fuck.
Just skirts the outside edge. That's a tough break. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain 1 shot back.
Oh, God.
Next up, the final par 5 of the day here at the Wetlands, the 590-yard 15th. Again, no bunkers or water in the landing zone, so it is time to give one a ride. And that will do just fine. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Chance now for another birdie.
Wow, how did I miss that?
Just didn't have the right line.
Oh, man.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. We begin the finishing stretch here at the Wetlands with a 455-yard par 4 16th. Looking for another straight tee shot here. The approach leads to a green well protected by 4 bunkers. This one starting a little bit left. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot, good look at the green.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Oh, straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. And things are getting bunched at the top. He pulls to within 1 with 2 holes to go. Another longish par 3 here at the Wetlands. This one, the 238-yard 17th. A bunker on either side of the green. The tee shot fits a golfer that can shape it a bit from right to left. Okay, safely aboard. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Yeah, fuck.
And just gonna sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to remain at minus 16. Finishing our day at the Wetlands in Florida with the shortest par 4 in the course, the 377-yard 18th. Water down the left shouldn't be a factor. Driver and a short iron. And a birdie is very much in the cards. Okay, that's going to be good. Birdie is a must. Down by 1 here at the final hole, and that's going to be a good position to play from. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. That's good technique, and that is right around 5 feet.
Fuck.
Not too bad. Now this for another birdie.
Fucking things.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that means this will be a final round, 65. For our featured golfer, Frank, they gave it everything they had, but it's not quite enough. It'll be a runner-up finish.
Yeah, so close. If, buts, shoulds, coulds. We all know that. There's pain, don't get me wrong, but it was a good watch.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
All right, I qualified for the Arnold Palmer. That's the next one. Let's see what we got here. That's it. Man, in the career, I got 2 wins. Mhm. Well, that's the players. All have to be on. I'll play this one. And then that. Okay. That's what she wrote. Good night.